13-night cruise from Sydney to New Zealand on Royal Princess, Tauranga. We docked at Port Tauranga during our recent 13-night cruise from Sydney to New Zealand on board the Royal Princess. Tauranga is about 1 hour drive from Rotorua. Rotorua is known for natural hot springs, mud pools and shooting geysers. So we decided to hire a car at Port Tauranga and go and explore. We organised a hire car prior to the cruise and used right price rentals. There are no car hire places right at the port, but right price rentals had shuttle buses picking us up. Then it was about a 10-minute drive to their office. We didn't wait long for the shuttle bus to come, and the process was really smooth. Pretty much as soon as we got there, we got our car. We paid about 170 Australian dollars for the car hire, which included GPS and the toll fee. There were 2 places we planned to visit, Te Puia and Hell's Gate. Both of these places have a geothermal site. Te Puia is probably more popular, maybe due to its location. It is only a few minutes' drive from the Rotorua city centre. Apart from the geothermal park with mud pools and shooting geyser, you can also learn about the Maori culture and visit the Kiwi Conservation Centre. All tours at Te Puia are guided tours and must be booked in advance. The tours are very well organised, and the tour guides are all from the Maori families who have lived in the area for generations. At Te Puia, there is the biggest naturally active geyser in the southern hemisphere. To view it though, you will need your luck. Unfortunately, it wasn't our lucky day. The geyser just didn't erupt while we were there. The geothermal park wasn't particularly big, but it was very interesting to see the unique landscape and the bubbling mud pools. To be up close to the kiwi birds was a great experience. They are much larger than I expected, about the size of a chicken. We were not allowed to film or photograph the birds as kiwis are nocturnal and are very sensitive to light. As part of the tour, we also visited the Maori Arts and Crafts Institute and saw some beautifully crafted Maori artwork and sculptures. The whole tour was about 90 minutes, and it is $90 New Zealand at the time of recording. There is another option which also includes a Maori cultural performance, which costs 120 New Zealand. Hell's Gate Geothermal Reserve and Mud Spa is about a 1 hour drive from Tauranga, or 15 minutes drive from Rotorua Central. Similar to Te Puia, there is a geothermal park. You can self-explore the park or have a guided tour. We chose to do a walk ourselves. The entire track is 2 kilometres long and takes roughly 1 hour to finish. It is a much bigger area to explore than the geothermal area. We could access it to Te Puia. Steam constantly is coming out from the ground, exploding mud pools and acidic lakes are everywhere. Also, the not very pleasant sulphur smell all add to the experience. There are many mud pools along the way. I saw one marked as 20 metres deep with an average pH level of 2 and 90 degrees Celsius hot. Imagine if someone falls in that. These thermal features had interesting names like Devil's Cauldron, Inferno, Ink Pots and Steaming Cliffs. So that kind of attests to the hellish nature of these features. Others have a name that indicates how they were traditionally used, such as the Medicine Lake and the historic cooking pool. There are markers on each side of the path to guide you, so it is perfectly safe as long as you stay on the path. Part of the track is a lovely and unique bushwalk. Many trees have a bright yellow trunk due to the sulphur in the air. There is also a hot waterfall, the Kakahi Falls, Apparently, it's the largest hot waterfall in the southern hemisphere. Kakahi Falls were said to be traditionally used by the Maori for bathing and healing. That said, during our visit, the falls were off limits for bathing. But we did enjoy our mud bath and a soak in the sulphur spa there. It was one of the best experiences we had during our trip to New Zealand. The mud pool is very warm, but not too hot. The mud is very soft and smooth. There are outdoor showers for you to rinse off the mud afterwards and before you jump into the sulphur spa. There are a few sulphur spa pools, and one of them also has a water fountain feature. It is very soothing and relaxing, although the smell was not so pleasant, but it didn't bother us too much. You kind of get used to it after a while. There was also a cold plunge pool that was about 13 degrees Celsius. There are plenty of change rooms and showers available. There are also free storage containers there for you to lock away your belongings before jumping in. If you worry about your towel and swimmers getting damaged, or don't want to worry about washing out the sulphur smell, you can hire some for $5 New Zealand per item, which is quite reasonable, and it makes it a whole lot easier. The whole experience costs 105 New Zealand dollars per person at the time of recording. You can also purchase tickets only for the mud bath and spa, or only for the walk in the geothermal park. There is also free wood carving experiences at Hell's Gate. To make sure we could get back to our ship, however, we decided to give that a miss, but it would have been fun to try. Some people ask, Te Puia and Hell's Gate, which one is better? It is difficult to compare. As you can see from what we have shown you, while similar, they are different. But personally, I probably enjoyed the Hell's Gate more. We really like the mud bath there, and the geothermal area is much bigger. Te Puia seems more popular, however, maybe a bit too popular, as there were many people when we visited, and the experience was really good. However, it was quite touristy. When I was searching for things to do in Rotorua, there are a few other places that sound worth visiting. I wish I had more time to explore more in this city. Polynesian Spa is one of them. It's another place in Rotorua for an amazing bathing experience. You may have heard of it before. It's quite famous, and it is New Zealand's iconic geothermal bathing experience with a variety of hot pools for you to indulge yourself in. It was hard for us to decide between Polynesian Spa and Hell's Gate. In the end, we chose the mud bath at Hell's Gate, as it is more unique and different. Another place we wanted to visit but didn't have time for is the Redwoods Tree Walk. It is located 5 kilometres southeast of Rotorua city centre, on the edge of the Wakawawa forest. It is one of the oldest exotic forests in New Zealand. On the Redwood Tree Walk website, it reads, breathtaking, immersive, extraordinary. This award-winning ecotourist walk is 700 metres long, spans across 28 suspension bridges, 27 platforms, and takes about 30 to 40 minutes to complete from the first bridge, with the height of the walkway ranging between 9 to 20 metres. You are presented with a unique bird's-eye perspective of the forest below and treetops above. The cost of the treetop walk is $40 New Zealand per person, but I've heard you can also opt to have a bushwalk in the forest below for free. If you like adventure, you may also want to visit the Skyline Rotorua. It is 5 kilometres northwest of Rotorua city centre. You will find apparently the longest luge tracks in the world. You can also have a gondola ride there to enjoy the spectacular views of Lake Rotorua and the city below, and also look over steaming geothermal parks. There is also a sky swing and a zip line if you want to be more adventurous. I have provided the link below for all of these places, so check them out. If you dock in Tauranga like us, and you want to stay in the local area, just a few minutes walk away from the port is Mount Maunganui, right next to the water. It really stands out as you're looking across from the ship. The Mount Maunganui Summit Walk is very popular among locals and tourists. We didn't get to do this walk, but apparently it is a pretty good workout. And also the view on top is pretty awesome. You get to overlook the town and the harbour below. Before docking at Tauranga, we docked at Picton, a beautiful seaside town on the north tip of the South Island of New Zealand. You can watch this video to find out more about our time in Picton. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.